So that means we have Melly and BrianYi versus Aeris and Moices, the power of the Powerpuff Girls and the Steven versus Wonder Woman.
Oh boy.
And of course, BrianYi, Brian Norris. What other nicknames does BrianYi have? We don't know. But in any case, a lot of Kung Fu is going to happen on that front right there. So really, really good stuff. Hopefully we get to see a lot in this set right here.
Powerpuff Girls don't seem the Kung Fu type, man. They jump you 3 strong. If you're caught on your ones and the Powerpuff Girls see you walking down an alley, bro, just pray. Just pray. You ain't running. Their dash attack covers half the stage. You just better pray that they're feeling in a good mood. They're going to leave you alive. But as far as the strategy here goes, it's a lot of scrapping. Steven Universe obviously being that character who does a bit more zone play and a bit more tactical setup there with those platforms. And we say tactical, but at the same time, of course, it's a character that can be very frustrating to play against because it just feels like the idea is very self-propelling. It very much plays itself in the sense that we set up platforms, we do surfboard to get off pressure. So in a sense, I'm curious to see how much they decide to go all in terms of, do we send Powerpuff Girls in? And if so, for which target? Who are we looking for to get off those side blast zones?
It's going to be very hard to decide because Wonder Woman and Shaggy, pretty much a similar weight, I do believe. They're not quite the same weight, although I'm not completely sure if they're the same weight. I think Wonder Woman is slightly heavier, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of patches have, come by with weight stuff. So let's see it right here. Melly and BrianYi versus Aeris Moices, with, of course, the Steven going to come in with the Rose Bomb. Surfboard as always, but Wonder Woman actually does play into Steven pretty well, right? So Melly is probably going to turn into what we call a Sair bot, throwing out a lot of Sairs to keep space rather than make space, right?
Yeah.
So let's see how that fares, as well as Shaggy with sandwiches to kind of ward off the Powerpuff Girls. But of course, Moises could very well play a little bit more passive with the Steven holding shield. And of course, never mind, no shields are going to be held. We have the Jake pick yet again. Oh my.
Yeah, I respect that. Clearly, Moises is trying to experiment a little bit, trying to maybe look for a secondary, tertiary pick and give them experience, give it some reps here in Frosty. And I respect that. You got to imagine, though, that if the chips go down, we know which pick they're going with.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. So, yeah, we're going to see the Jake option, or, well, in this case, Cake. The Cake kind of option select, whether it be with Nair 1, Nair 2, or Sair, or even Bite if they're off stage, kind of finish off those kills. So, let's see it. But, of course, BrianYi and Melly proving to have very, very good horizontal pressure with each other right now. A lot's happening right now on the screen. Oh, my.
Interesting to immediately see the difference in Shaggy philosophy. BrianYi versus Poro. Poro instantly diving off stage to either force them to come to him or just target up that rage, whereas BrianYi instantly goes full on hands out, rated E for everyone, and getting that first stock off of PPG must feel awfully good, but PPG trying to look for revenge. A nice little Zaire to retreat back to stage where Wonder Woman stays safe, very least off these side blast zones. Vertical might be a different story. A nice dash attack, again, just covering so much ground, and now carrying PPG off the side. That's supposed to be their game.
Oh yeah, PPG. Oh, off the side, BrianYi in burnout. Is it Brian time? Oh, it doesn't get a reversal like Brian would. Oh my gosh, with the broken wings procking. Melly unfortunately dying right there. Oh, but Melly coming in, respawning with a Sair. Really, really good play by him. BrianYi gets to live yet another day. At 100, oh my gosh, this is such an even game right now. Moises at 134 off stage, although that is Jake's playground. Really good nairs coming in. BrianYi trading the kick with the up air. Really, really good coming in from BrianYi. 104 on him. Aeris at 113, although blue team is up a stock right now.
Melly's not stock taking, but Melly's doing a great job making sure that BrianYi can. Interrupting these Powerpuff multi-hits so many times that it's been very difficult for them to finish the kill. Instead, they finished the game just like that, absolutely stomping them. The bloodlust of Melly, they try to take a swing at Brian. That's not allowed.
Oh my gosh, Melly just went Melly mode. Off stage right there with the final dare to secure the game. Really, really good play by Melly, kind of playing full-on shield and sword, as we like to call it.
And
really, really good. Yes, of course. Providing that Sair space, providing that up B space for option select, kind of baiting those dodges so that way Brian could get, you know, those shaggy nairs, shaggy knees, whatever it may be. But yeah, really good stuff by both teams right now. Really good stuff.
And now we got a Steven. Is that really good? Is that really good, Costi?
Well, that part is not really good. But hey, we got a Steven on the field, Steven Universe, and he might just take up the entire universe right here with side Bs and of course surfboards. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen.
Just already just getting a lot of pressure there and Melly trying to keep them to one half of the stage to allow for PPG to try to carry them off. Not quite working out too well in their favor though. They've stacked up some decent percentage here on a Melly, but that's a-okay. Now they're trying to look for Shaggy here, that nice little bubble, keeping them safe, granting them a bit more armor, and it's not going to be enough though for them, either one, to really play their game. We're not seeing the team combinations that Melly and BrianYi might like to do. Instead, they're going to separate the fight. This is interesting. They're making it 2 1v1s, and that just might benefit them a bit more without Steven to worry about.
Yeah, this is actually the way you would fight most Steven comps. Although, being in an ISO situation versus, well, the Rowdy Rough Boys usually ends in your demise due to how dangerous the Rowdy Rough Boys are, right? Just taking you off stage, boom, already, there it is. Nice dash attack coming in from Aeris. And of course, their dash attack comes through yet again. My gosh, even game.
It's so unfortunate because, like you said, it's the great philosophy, great execution. It's just, unfortunately, the other character is 3 bite-sized psychopaths that are trying to kill you. Because normally you'd be correct to try to separate that fight. Now they got to try to play together, recognizing that didn't quite work out the way they wanted. That being said, though, it is even Stevens in terms of the Stockton. PPG at 102, liable to be knocked off at any moment. Trying to keep them safe at this point is Steven, but separated once again, going to allow PPG to be taken out. That's just beautiful play here by Blue. One skyward kick finishes the job. Steven will not save you.
Yes, sir. Right off of the platform right there, dare into up air. Melly doing a really good job securing that last KO right up in there, man. Oh my, just really good stuff. So yeah, that dare off the platform was really interesting because I did not think he was gonna catch that. Oh my.
I am very impressed by their tenacity to stick by that strategy, even though you kind of saw PPG, even when those ISO plays were out, still mollywopping. They said this can still work. They had confidence. They tried it again, came at it with a different philosophy, and it worked well. You saw Steven on that right side could defend PPG, and with that, PPG gets taken out, and soon after, Steven is sent skyward, so they can just keep that up. Use that shield, hey, against them, slicing it instead right through it. They're just trying to find a way to divide this battlefield. Unfortunately, the watermelon, of course, when that spawns, makes that task a bit tougher. Same here for this Melly to return back to stage, an awfully tough task as they go down.
Yes, unfortunately, Melly ran out of resources and was not able to get back onto the stage. Oh my gosh, so now they're at a stock deficit, especially against Steven and the Rowdy Rough Boys. So yeah, this is gonna be a very tough task right here to get what they want, which is the dubski.
Gonna be using that surfboard just to return back to stage, force some pressure into one woman. Not gonna work. She is not flinching, trying to keep PPG in the sky. Unfortunately, an air dodge brings it back to the stage and puts that damage back on top of them instead. Steven now trying to separate this field for themselves, setting up those shields, building that house, and planting a nice little watermelon inside. Unfortunately, not big fans of gardening right now. One woman trying to slice it up. PPG sent off. They're looking for Steven instead. 2 members now trying to focus him down. The watermelon, though, is getting in their way, and now the pressure's reversed onto Blue.
Yes. Red team has a lot to do here in terms of getting that KO right there. Oh my gosh, red team is holding on to their lives right now, and they are doing such an excellent job stock tanking, which is why Melly and oh my god, that killed.
That did kill.
Oh my.
That in fact did kill, so hanging in there.
0. Oh my gosh.
It's a 0 to death world, isn't it?
It is indeed a 0 to death world. Off of that platform, Rowdy Rough Boys indeed did do the Rowdy Rough business.
He did do that, Don Diggity. I will tell you, gosh darn, that was damn near diabolical. And that's just going to mean that we still got more set to play. It's 2-1. One more sends the Rowdy Rough Boys and Steven Universe packing back on the school bus. Melly and BrianYi got to find ways to deal with that gosh darn dipping, ducking, darn, death-defying strategy. I don't know, there's too many Ds, but I got to tell you, we just got to kill them. Kill them. Do it.
Yep, kill him, kill him. BrianYi immediately going for the rage. And of course, the rage did not connect.
Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn, diggity darn it. Unfortunate.
Oh my god, already one. Oh, no, sorry, that was a watermelon that got taken out instead. But so far, good pressure here. Keeping them on that right side. Does that work better, though, than separating the fight is the question. Do you want them together? As long as keeping them in hit stun, you certainly do. Steven sent skyward, now on the surfboard, trying to rejoin with their friend, the PPG. Nice nair there to force that pressure. Dash attack as well. Gonna try to keep forcing Wonder Woman back, but a dash attack of her own sends PPG going for the first stock.
Yes, sir, and Melly is already at 117, approaching with the Wonder Woman shield, but not enough. Brian has to find an opening so that way Melly could actually land on the floor. Unfortunately, he landed on the floor and got Powerpuff Girl, or well, Rowdy Rough Boy dash attacked into the face. Side B being denied by Melly. Melly has to do such a good job playing sword and shield if he wants to keep Brian alive as much as possible, as well as himself.
No. That combo was just so much damage to already deal with. Now look at this, Steven, just setting up that house there, setting up that bubble. Got all the time in the world to bring him to him. The clippity clap gives it right back. But unfortunately, Steven gets zapped as well. 1-for-1 trade here means that one more for red could bring them back into the 2-for-2. Gotta see if they can just find it. Shaggy's at 85, but unfortunately that uppercut evens the score.
Oh, the Shaggy Dare keeping Moices off stage. However, Moices at 40. BrianYi already at 96. However, BrianYi
oh no, Shaggy!
Staying alive. But so is Moises. So who will stay alive? This is a battle for attrition. Who will
It's
stay alive
once
longer?
again Melly. It's all Melly saving Shaggy every single time, keeping PPG at bay. The watermelon too. What can't this woman do? Surfboard gonna combo them in, but the watermelon eats the heater instead. Dude caught a stray, but now Steven puts himself in danger. It's the up there combination. Melly mode. Y&W Melly. Dude's got murder on his mind. They take the set.
He indeed did go Melly mode. That was phenomenal by Melly, putting up that pressure to bait out that air dodge from Moises, which took him that game, which also took that entire set. Really, really good stuff right there. So what does that mean for Melly and BrianYi? That means they are going to winner's side grand finals and a chance to get Jersey mics, like we said before.
Heyo, get that sub, baby. Come on now. You got those sandwiches already, Shaggy. I know you want another sub. I know you want that foot. Well, actually, maybe he wants something different. I don't know. Shaggy already got enough sandwiches. Maybe he's like looking for some Indian or something. Some like butter chicken, some tandoori. Could be.
Oh yeah, for sure.